What lessons do these Bypoll results hold for all parties in the run-up to 2024? We have Dr. Shama Mohammed, spokesperson of the Congress, joining us. We have Vijay Jolly, leader of the BJP, and Akshay Marathe of the Aam Aadmi Party. Vijay Jolly, to you first, a massive setback for the BJP, a huge sweep for the TMC in Bengal, Congress sweeping Maharashtra's Kolhapur North. The RJD claims Bihar. Shatrughan Sinha says this is a signal. The writing on the wall is there for all to see, especially the BJP. The BJP nowhere today at the end of the day after counting.
First of all, on this day of victory for Shatrughan Sinha, old and the initial leader of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and who left us many years ago to join the Congress Party. And today in his new role as the Trinamool Congress leader, in his hour of victory, I would love to congratulate him. But at the same time, I would wish to state, winning one Lok Sabha poll from West Bengal, where Trinamool Congress today in 2019 is pegged at 22 Lok Sabha seats with a total vote percentage of 4.07%. And if you compare that with the 214 Lok Sabha polls, when Trinamool got 34 Lok Sabha seats and a total vote percentage of 3.84%. Today, the opposition is in disarray. And Congress leaders like Jyotiraditya Scindia, RPN Singh, Jitin Prasad, Ashok Tawar, Shatrughan Sinha, Kirti Azad, leaving the Congress in large. There is no leader worth the name. What to talk about Mamata Banerjee with only 22 seats out of 543 seats in the Lok Sabha, and the Congress Party with merely 52 seats, not even qualifying to be the qualified LOP, the leader of the opposition's position, with only 52 seats out of 543 seats, shows the opposition is in disarray, and Prime Minister Modi has got no challenger. Neither in 2014, when BJP won 282 seats with 31% vote, and in 2019 with 303 seats with 37.38% vote in parliamentary polls.
All right. Shama Mohammed, come in there. Then please put this in context. The BJP state president, Mr. Sukanta Majumdar, had said, and this is generally the case, that the general trend is that the party in power in the state generally wins that by-election. But put it in context, coming on the heels of those big assembly elections, how much can one actually celebrate or read into today's results? The Congress's win in Maharashtra, the RJD's win in Bihar included.
Sarah, I was listening to Mr. Jolly and he was going on and on and on. But let's understand, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Let's understand that, you see, just before just after this, like you said, a big win, then a by-elections come in and they are not able to sustain. And it's very clear that people are voting against what's happening. Just after the elections, the increase in petrol prices, the increase, the diesel prices. So one thing people have understood is that this government does not just rob you, but they cheat you. Dhokha diya hai. Because for that 137 days, when the elections were on, before the elections and the elections were on, they did not increase the price of petrol or diesel for that matter, or gas, because gas is now 1,000 rupees. So what they did is, as soon as the elections were over, so the people of India are teaching them a lesson. Listen, we trusted you. You did some welfare schemes. We thought you would hold the petrol prices. You would hold the diesel prices. You would hold the gas prices. But this time, it's just not robbery, but dhokha. Dhokha diya hai Hindustan ke janta ke upar aapne. Dhokha. Ye bardasht nahi karenge Hindustan ke janta.
All right.
Mr. Vijay Jolly, try to understand. So let's understand. That's one of the main reasons. And then he keeps talking about the Congress Party. The Congress Party have won today. We won over there in Maharashtra. We won in Chhattisgarh. So the Congress Party is there, and Congress Party is not going anywhere. And we know that one of the most...
Shama Mohammed, that said, the fact is for 2024, to anyone to beat the BJP and the machine, you are going to need a consensus candidate of the opposition party. Let's bring in the Aam Aadmi parties here. Mr. Marathe, please come in here. Today we had 13 opposition parties come together to issue a joint appeal to maintain peace and harmony. And there's no AAP in that picture. Is the Aam Aadmi party not among those parties coming together? This at the same time we saw those men who were arrested and released on bail, who were involved with the attack on the Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's residence. They were felicitated by the Delhi BJP office, by the party state unit this week. The Aam Aadmi party says that, you know, there is patronage given to this kind of violence on the ground by the top leadership in this country. But when 13 opposition parties come together to say that exact point, to make that exact point, the Aam Aadmi party is missing.
Sarah, isn't there a contradiction there? The Aam Aadmi party has very vocally, vociferously challenged the BJP and called it a party of goons and thugs and ruffians. Not just today, for the last few days since this incident that you just quoted, where the BJP felicitated their workers who attacked the residence of Mr. Kejriwal, we have come out very, very strongly against the BJP, and we have no qualms in calling out the BJP's violent nature and their effort to destroy this country with their gundagardi. But the question today that you are asking, in light of the Bypoll results and in the anticipation of the 2024 elections and the forthcoming state elections of Gujarat and Himachal Pradesh, I think the Aam Aadmi party is an idea whose time has come. There is an organic demand and voice among the people across India that if the people of Delhi can have world-class facilities, can have world-class schools and hospitals, corruption-free governance, free power, free water, then why can't we? When the people of Punjab got that opportunity, they took it and they gave us 92 seats. They gave us a landslide victory. Now, our surveys are showing that the people of Gujarat and Himachal Pradesh are also eagerly waiting for the Arvind Kejriwal model of governance in the elections that are coming up in the next few months. The thing is that the people of India, when they see a group of young, educated men and women led by an IIT-educated Arvind Kejriwal, they can see a bright future of the country. And only Aam Aadmi party today is able to evoke this sentiment among the youth of this country that their needs of jobs, employment, a better economy, safety for women and children, all of these things can only be delivered by an honest party.
Can Mr. Arvind Kejriwal be the unifying factor that can get the entire opposition to back him? Today we saw 13 opposition parties come together, and the day began with Sonia Gandhi's editorial column in the Indian Express, where she talked about the state, you know, the rising number of communal incidents that we're seeing in the country. Can Arvind Kejriwal be that person around whom, as of now, it still seems like it is Sonia Gandhi?
Sarah, today ask an NDTV reporter to step out and ask 10 people, what do they want from this politics of this country? Do they want to see united opposition? Do they want to see united government? Or do they want to see better jobs? Do they want to see more economic prosperity? The real problems of this country is not about which political parties coming together and which political parties are opposing Mr. Modi. The real question is which political party is providing an alternative to the BJP's misgovernance and misrule. And that answer lies in the Aam Aadmi Party's vision and the model that we have presented to the country. This is the single point that Mr. Kejriwal keeps making, that this upcoming elections are not going to be about simple arithmetic, which party is forming an alliance in which state. It's going to be about presenting a vision to this country. And that is what Aam Aadmi
Can I come in? Can I come in? How can... No, I just want to ask him,
out of time.
But how can he provide another alternative when they hardly have any seats to fight? I mean, we are fighting nearly 200 seats against the Bharatiya Janata Party for 2024. Where are you? I mean, what are you talking about?
All right. So this is
definitely
not an argument that's not going to end tonight. We're going to continue to focus on this. But thank you all for joining us on Left, Right and Centre on the day when those big Bypoll results came in.